Okay, we are live. Hello, and thank you for coming and watching us on Secrets to Success. This is your dynamic duo, Amanda and myself, Pamela Allen, and we are doing today's card reading. And we decided not to do it on Friday or Saturday even.
So see you.
Okay, I'm getting an echo.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's like why was I getting an echo? We decided we weren't going to do the card reading on Friday or yesterday, with it being Halloween. We actually decided to do it today because today is the Day of the Souls or Day of the Dead for some people. And so we thought, and 1st of November is just a new month, and there's a lot of energy out there because the blue moon, the new moon, or the blue moon, the harvest moon, hunter's moon was yesterday. The veil is still thin today, so we're still getting a lot of that energy. So Amanda and I just thought that today, with it being the 1st of November and the veil still being open and it being the Day of the Dead, that it would be a good time just to do a card reading for the collective. And I don't even know how many cards we're pulling or what deck we're pulling from. So
Well,
Amanda,
we have no
take it
idea.
away.
We have no idea. And then I also wanted to explain to people too that yesterday, I was extremely tired yesterday because I tend to forget that when there's a full moon, it really affects my energy. And so I kept saying, why am I so tired? Why am I so tired? Like I literally could not get out of bed yesterday. So I don't know if everybody else was experiencing that same thing, like Friday night to Saturday and on through Saturday, and maybe even going on in through today. There's a lot of energy and a lot of stuff going through, and the moon helps us to purge old systems and beliefs. And so I think I was going through my own kind of purging system yesterday, and energy works takes a lot of energy away from us. And so the way I kind of recover is by sleeping. It's kind of when our body heals itself. So
And see, for
um
me, it's the opposite. With the
oh, you
full
get
moon,
energized.
actually energizes me. And
Uh-huh.
there's been times when I've done energy work, and a lot of times when I do with the theta healing, when I do energy work, I get really charged already. And
Mm-hmm.
I was overcharged one night, and so went outside to ground and center because a lot of times you need to ground to center if you go outside to Mother Earth and you can ground. But it was happened to be a full moon that time, and
Yeah.
so it was like supercharging me. And it's like, okay,
Right.
this isn't
Oh,
working.
that's a supercharge. Well, it's funny because yeah, like I'm a Cancer, so I'm ruled by the moon. So it's one of those things that I'm just so sensitive to its energies. So when it's like full and blazing, it really it I have to just relax and do some self-care and that kind of
So
stuff. So
everybody, but that's a good thing point though, because everybody it affects differently, right?
exactly. And some people get cranky. It just all depends. It's really funny. So yeah, we're gonna pick some cards. I always use my pendulum to kind of pick them for me. Oh,
Hey, we're
energy's
both
already going
yawning, so
through.
it's going to be some major things today.
So I do
Yes.
get there's gonna be multiple cards, so that's good. I like that. Okay, so let me just see what cards we're gonna be working with today. All right, so the Archangel Power cards for sure. This one. We did that one last time. These ones are always really, really, really good. And is there another? Yes. Okay, so I think it's going in the order. Wait, that one. Okay. Okay, then the Keepers of the Light.
That's a good one, too.
Okay, more. Yes. Okay, so okay, this is cool. So this is Wisdom for Healing cards.
Cool.
And is there any more? Let's see. Okay, so I'm getting those are the three decks we're supposed to use today. So, uh, okay, so I'm getting that we need 5 angel power cards. So let me just move these. I think these are in the it came in
The order that we need to
the
pull.
order. Thank you. My brain was saying system, system, system. I'm like, it's not system. So, okay. So we just say thank you, angels, for letting us know what we need to know now. This is for the collective. This is for the energies that are coming up, and just whatever the universe wants to tell us to be mindful of today. So we just thank you so much. So there's one, and then we have to have 5 cards of these. So we got one. These cards, the deck is so big, so it's so hard for me to shuffle. And so, anyways, shuffle that one. Oh, one fell out. Okay, where to go? Oh, there. Okay, let me just make sure that we don't need any more. All right, so it sounds like this is it. So,
That's our first 5.
verse 5. Hopefully, I can read it without yawning. The energy is just so strong. Okay, this first one is the 6 of Michael, and it is the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. And then this Archangel Michael, he's in a ship with a little lassie dog. What is it? A collie?
Holly,
Collie. Yeah. Can you guys see that?
very pretty.
Okay. So 6 of Michael. Okay. So you're on your way to happier times. Yay! I mean, we all want to hear that we're on our way to
Right?
happier times, right? The
Right. And I know
situation.
that the
Uh-huh.
next 3 days are going to be very chaotic. Actually, next
Right.
3 to 4 days.
And beyond.
Now,
Because with,
everything I'm getting is within the next 3 or 4 days.
well, just like with the election coming and just all the energy with that, and there's going to be probably some energies after. I feel like maybe a little bit, just depending on who's going to
Right.
win the election. So the situation you had feeling stressed and worried is now behind you. A new day is dawning with sunny skies on the horizon. Embrace the changes and leave the past behind. You can now breathe a sigh of relief and begin to make new plans. Don't be afraid to ask for help in implementing the changes you desire. So, um, the additional meanings of this card is seeing things objectively, becoming more positive, relocation, and travel. All really great things. I know a lot of us, since COVID has happened, a lot of us have been staying in our homes, and it's bringing up that anxiety and fear of leaving the house and all that other stuff. And I think all of us are just itching to just get away and just like
Right.
travel somewhere else. And, it's kind of like one of those things where they say, like, you might not go on a vacation for 5 years or whatever, but then when someone says you can't, then that's the time you're like, I gotta go. I want to go. So, okay. So, did you want to say anything
Yeah.
about that card?
No, I just say I think it's true. I think it's going to be one of those things that being able to just let go of some of the stuff that we've been dealing with, and also the part that it says embrace the change. And when you
Yeah.
talked about the election and people, it's going to be those things that whatever happens, you know, knowing that everything is going to be for our best, and
Yeah.
you know, I just know. I mean, of course, I already know who's going to win. We both do, but we're not putting it out there, right?
Right.
But I think it's just a matter of just looking for the positive, right? Not giving into any negative feelings that might be coming, and just letting go of all that and that fear. I think that's the biggest thing, is letting go of the fear.
Yeah, and I think with the full moon, it's important to remember to, as we have full moons, like whatever our attention is magnified. So if we're if our attention is on fear and um, all of those feelings,
Negativity.
those negative feelings, then we're
Yep.
actually putting a micro magnifying glass on those. So I was telling my daughter the other day, what you focus on right now is really important. So we need to keep your vibration really, really high. So I agree with that. So this next card is the 10 of Michael, and this is a cute little ballerina with some swans, and she's kind of doing a bow, like, like, okay. uh, and so it's really cute. So it says a situation has ended and you're finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow the passive behind you. And I mean, if we talk about the virus in this, like, oh my gosh, is this talk about the virus? I hope so, because we just want it to be over and done with, and everything. So this is the card. Can you guys see that?
Hmm.
Yeah. Really pretty card.
Very pretty.
She's taking her bow. It's like, okay, uh, this scene is over. All right, so it says it's finally over. A situation has ended and you are now finally free. Oh my gosh, that's just so much. Makes my heart just like so happy to hear those words. I'm so excited. So you probably saw this time coming and you have been welcoming it. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. It's possible that you will have a sense of sadness, but this card more often brings with it a sense of relief. If you've been struggling, the worst is over now. Let go of what you've been holding on to. Have faith that your angels will walk with you into the beauty and the brand new dawn. So the additional meaning of the card is pushing too hard, putting the past behind you, and feeling oneself freeing oneself of dependency. And I think that's what we're seeing right now.
Right.
In the world is becoming sovereign and becoming free, that we can choose and make the choice for ourselves.
Right. I agree.
These are all Michael cards. This is the Knight of Michael. Strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. All right, here's this one. He's on his horse, his white horse.
Love the suns in the background.
I know, it's so pretty. Wow. All right, let's see what this is. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so for the situation, it says there's a time for swift action. It will be necessary to move through with great decisiveness and confidence. Plan or develop a plan and know exactly how to carry it forward. There is a great deal of activity. This card encourages you to follow your mind over your heart for the results you desire. While you're urged to act quickly, you mustn't act impulsively. So this is so for the people, a person who is able to accomplish many things at once, someone with a brilliant mind and the capacity to solve any intellectual problem, strong, focused, committed, educated. The additional meanings of this card is the champion of a cause, sudden changes, and lack of diplomacy. Sorry, diplomacy. Oh, well, that's good. I like it.
Yeah. I think it's I like too, but the part about making decisions based on logic. And I know for a lot of people who haven't voted yet, this is the time to really make sure that you're clear,
Mm-hmm.
and that you're not being swayed by the emotions of the fake media and,
Yeah.
all the stuff that's out there that's not real.
Right. Yeah.
Doing your due diligence. I mean, I've already voted. We already took care of that. But for some people, they're waiting till do it on the election day.
Yeah.
So just make sure that you're not being swayed by other people and by other emotions.
Yeah. So this next card is the moon, and it's Archangel Haniel. And it says the opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears, and grow stronger. Kind of like what you were just saying, talking about. So here she is.
Right. And also about what we talked about on our call when we did our thing on the blue moon and the full moon and the energy, and about how it's a time to make those decisions on your dreams and move forward with those and get
Yeah.
clear, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, okay. So this one says it's a time to review your plans. Something just isn't quite right. And your angels and guides are lovingly bringing this to your attention. The great news is that your psychic and intuitive abilities are heightened right now. I think the full moon brings that on too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to your intuition and your sleeping dreams for guidance as how to make revisions. Archangel Haniel can help you develop your psychic gifts and show you what aspects of the situation you're missing. It's human to have moments when you feel worried or uncertain. This card is meant to reassure you that by facing your fears, you can overcome them and evolve to a higher level. Ask Archangel Haniel to shed light on all facets of your life. So, Additional meanings of this card is messages from deceased loved ones, which comes today with the Day of the Dead.
Hmm.
Um, Hidden information or motivations facing your fears. I really like that one because today is all about releasing those old uh, uh, generational curses and patterns and beliefs and traumas and trapped emotions that were passed down from generation to generations, 7 generations back, and then of course 7 generations forward. And I did a huge meditation yesterday, um, healing the ancestors, and it was really powerful. So I think this card is like right on track with what's going on right now, currently.
And it's a good reminder too that if you're not sure, you can always ask before you go to bed at night, and you'll get clarification and stuff in your dreams a lot of times. And even if you don't remember your dreams, because some people don't, and they
Right,
kind of get out and go, I know I had a dream, but I don't remember it. But
right.
you can just ask for the guidance, and then you'll get it. And even if you don't remember your dreams, sometime throughout the next morning, you'll have a thought, or you'll have some kind of, you know, aha moment, for
Yeah,
lack of a better word. And that's the answer to your questions.
yeah.
And sometimes you'll get it, and you just know that you know. You
Right.
don't know why you know, you just know that you know. And that's all comes from the same energy.
Yeah, and then and for people who haven't worked with angels before, this is a reminder. It says, or a teaching moment. The Archangel Haniel is a wonderful angel to call upon when you have questions about the subconscious or your sleeping dreams. She is associated with the moon and the development of people's intuition and psychic abilities. So call upon Haniel for help in understanding situations that seem mysterious or difficult to see clearly. So she's an angel that will come and help you see things more clearly. Oh, and then we have the next one, the sun. So we have the moon and the sun.
Like,
Archangel Uriel. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is an amazing card. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. And we know who Archangel Uriel is. So it's just kind of,
that's pretty. Again, on the white, that's a unicorn though, right? The
let me
Pegasus,
see.
flying
Yeah.
Pegasus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, flying
Okay,
unicorn.
so let me go back to 19. So life is wonderful. Great things are headed your way, and your plans will succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Keep your thoughts and words positive, and you will thrive. Believe in yourself and those around you during this magical time in your life. Archangel Uriel brings brilliant epiphanies to those who ask for his help. Inspiring new ideas lead the way to abundance and happiness. Public recognition or awards are also very possible during this time. Additional meanings of this card: happiness, a trustworthy relationship, understanding oneself, personal satisfaction. So Uriel, if you guys don't know much about angels, is the archangel known for his brilliant ideas that can come in golden flashes of light. And I've seen golden flashes of lights in my eyes the last few days. I mean, it keeps grabbing my attention. Um, he's also associated with emotional healing and understanding. Call upon Archangel Uriel whenever you're searching for sunny disposition that brings with it success and exuberance. Now, Archangel Uriel also shines a light into the darkness. And that's what we've been seeing lately. Even
Hmm.
in politics in our world around, we have been really having that sun and having that light shining into the darkness and kind of purging that darkness, bringing it up to the top so they can be dealt with.
I think it's interesting too that this card and the last one, both of them are saying ask for help.
Ask for help. Yeah.
Right?
We don't have to do it alone.
Right.
We're never alone. We might feel like it sometimes, but we're not. Angels are around us all the time. Yeah. Beautiful. I love those cards. Those are nice. And they're all archangels coming to help us. Even Archangel Michael, which his whole job is to transmute the negative energy into good energy. So if you are having some negative things, ask Archangel Michael to come in and transmute that energy, and so he can make it um, disappear really. Okay, so the next cards are the Keepers of Light. Okay, so we're going to pull 3 cards from this deck.
I think it's interesting too that we've got the archangel cards, and now we've got the keepers of light. So it's all in the same theme, right?
Yeah.
Bringing
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
light,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
like bringing light.
Great. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. So thank you, angels, for letting us know what we need to know now. So that one, and then one more. All right. So let me just make sure. I always like to just make sure these are the cards we need to hear. Any others? Nope. Okay. So the first card here is the divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. And oh my gosh, thank you so much for this card. And thank you for reminding us that we don't have to worry about anything else that's going on because it is a divine intervention, right?
Right.
And thankfully, we
That's
have that
neat.
divine intervention. All right. So,
Almost looks like almost alien in a way.
yeah, yeah, you see his shirt, like the
Hmm.
little triangles and the little orbs behind him.
Right, but it's almost like I like what people are listening like from the Galactic Federation right now and the
Yeah, exactly.
Palladian.
And
So that's almost that kind of image.
it's funny because he has the eye and then also the crescent moon. So he has
Hmm.
those on his shirt as well. Okay, so let's see what. See, is this under the? Hold on. I have a hard time finding him sometimes. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the divine director is a facet of the heart of the creator. According to New Thought teaching, his energy is merged directly with God's divine plan so that we can access it and understand on a deeper level what will support our true function, which is to be happy. So the divine director works directly with angels and in particular guardian angels so that they can fulfill their role of supporting the earth and all of her people. Right now, your angels are reminding you that your divine purpose on earth is to remember, love, and do what makes you happy. How many people have kind of not been so loving lately? You know,
Well, and it goes back to what you talked about the one before that about the relationships and having a relationship. Sometimes that relationship is with yourself. Because if you don't love yourself and aren't happy within yourself, because people get confused, and I when my heart and I first got together, one of the things I told him was like, because he asked me one time, "Well, do you think you make me happy?" It's like nobody can make someone else happy. Happiness needs to come from within yourself, and so many people don't get that,
mhm,
right? And so that joy, that love, that happiness, that comes from within yourself. You can't be reliant on what's going on in the world or anybody else. You can have joy and with being with someone else, but the true happiness, that's from within yourself.
mhm. And that also goes with love. If you
Hmm.
can't love yourself and love every area of yourself and every aspect of yourself, every part of yourself, how can you even attempt to love somebody else?
Or even accept love from somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Exactly.
Because if you don't love yourself, you don't feel like you're deserving. Because one of the things I work on so often, and I'm sure you do as well, with people who come to me for healing, is their sense of self worth and being
Yeah.
deserving of.
Yeah. I was just going to mention that. I was going to say right before you did, I was going to say, we work on that all the time, every day.
Hmm.
And sometimes it takes a long time to get through there until we hit that core
Right.
feeling or core belief and then able to shift it and make that shift. All right, so there's a little extended meaning of this card. It says divine intervention is taking place at this time. What is occurring in your life is providing a real learning curve for your soul. You are becoming aware of a sense of purpose in your life. It gives you a sense of joy. It's something that brings you pleasure rather than something that you have to work for. Know that your career can complement your purpose, but not define it. But the path that you are on at this time is right. And the universe is encouraging you to move forward. So I always say people have jobs, but is that your purpose? Is that what you really came to do? Because that when you're doing your purpose, it brings you so much joy. It's almost like not working at all. And time will just go by, really fast. And you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize like an hour or 2 hours or 5 hours went by. I do that in healing sometimes. Sometimes I might have a healing session that may last, 3 hours. And it's like, it goes by so fast. I'm like, oh my gosh, we've been doing this for 3 hours. So this is a lot. This next card here, Pamela, is Mother Mary in this 11 piece. And it says, let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. I mean, what a perfect time for this card to come up. And here it is.
Cool. So pretty.
I know. In the flowers and the red roses. You know what I heard is the roses. Oh gosh, I just heard it last night. What do they say about roses? Because roses are my favorite, and it actually raises your vibration. So I was like, well, that's probably why I like them so much. I have
Well,
roses right here in the back if you guys can see them. I have
it's
roses.
interesting too because like I do a lot of essential oils, as you know, we both
Yeah.
do,
Yeah.
and one of the most expensive oils through Young Living is rose oil.
Uh huh.
You know, but it takes something like I forget, but it's like 50,000 leaves to make one drop. You know, I can't remember if it's
Yeah.
50,000 or 40,000, but it's a lot of leaves if you think about it, to
Yeah.
make one drop of oil.
Yeah. Well, because yeah, I could imagine. Because they're
So
yeah. Oh gosh. Okay.
huge.
So it says a little bit about Mary. So Mary was a mother of Jesus, and one of it says is one of the best loved saints, masters, and guides of the world. Although she has had a huge part in the play in the Catholic faith, she can bring faith, peace, and love to anyone who calls on her. She is the saint of the people. She works directly with the angels to bring peace. Oh, I'm sorry. She works directly with the angels of peace to bring healing to the world, particularly where there is conflict, and is dedicated to supporting children and mothers. She is the spiritual embodiment of unconditional love and acceptance. So the extended message of this card is it is time to let go of conflict or the need to be right. The more you fight for your point you want to prove, the unhappier you will be. Pointing out the mistakes or mishaps of others just blocks the road to love in your own life. Mary and the Divine Mother of Acceptance is with you now, encouraging you to forgive. Forgiveness is not about letting anyone get away with their bad choices, but about choosing to create your own happiness. So, Mother Mary can also bring healing to you and your mother if you miss her or are out of contact with her or have an old trauma that needs healing now. Know that Mary's miraculous light is here now to wash away the darkness. And what I was talking about, it's the Day of the Dead. That's what we're doing. And yesterday when we did it, we did our maternal line. So it's just perfect that Mother Mary's here helping that healing taking place right now.
Definitely.
Okay, so this next one is Lord, I think it's Ganesh, uh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. I think a lot of people are going through like a spiritual awakening right now, and they're really going within and they're really asking God, like, what am I here for? They're awakening to their purpose. So this guy has a little lotus flower, which is really important in healing. It's a little I don't know much about all the ascended masters and what they do, but um, let's see what he wants to tell us. Okay, Ganesh, also known as, oh gosh, I can't even I can't say it. Uh, it's Ganapataye. So I'm not gonna
Don't
pretend to
want to
know what
slaughter
this
it.
is. Yeah, no, I don't. So he is the Hindu elephant-headed god, the son of Lord Shiva, and the goddess Parvati. Legend said he received his elephant head as a replacement after his father sliced his human one off when he mistook him for an intruder. Ganesh is acknowledged as the Lord who removes obstacles and is much loved by taxi drivers in India because they believe he helps them weed in and out of crazy traffic. Ganesh is a sweet tooth, life loving, joyful, dancing, and very approachable God. He will use his light to weave the perfect path for you. So, the extended message of this card is it is important at this time to move beyond the limitations of it's not meant to be and focus on if this is for my highest good, then the universe will take me there safely. Ganesha is not about bringing a clear light to your external situation, but also, I'm sorry, let me read that again. Ganesh is not only bringing a clear path to your external situation, but also
Okay.
helping you clear any inner conflicts. When obstacles arise, know that they are just reminders that you care about your path and that you have the ability to change your current situation. Ganesh is here to help you. Thank him for clearing the way to increase your connection to him. And you might want to chant in Sanskrit. And here we go. This is in Sanskrit. So it's Om Gam, and then his real name, the Ganapate, is Ganapate Namaha. So those are what you want to chant. So, well, we just thank him for coming in and being that last card, and clearing our obstacles and clearing a clear path to our purpose and to our ascension and our evolution.
The other thing that's neat about Ganesh that I remember is not only is a god of obstacles, so clear, but also the there's a balance there because he's like the patron for the arts and science,
Mm,
but also seen as a diva for like intellect and wisdom.
okay.
Which arts, the arts is like creativity and stuff, but science, even though it is still creative, a lot of people don't see it in that way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of wisdom that comes as well. So it's definitely a card of blessings.
And as you're talking about wisdom, here's the next box: wisdom for healing.
Everything works like it's supposed to, right?
It's everything. So we're just so thankful to today. Let me see how many cards we need for this. So one. So this is one card, and
It's kind
I
of one to finish them all off.
one to
Gonna
finish them
pull,
all off, and it's the
bring
wisdom for
together.
healing. Let's just see what pops up. I'm gonna keep kind of shuffling till like one kind of pops out at us because I don't want to be the one to like pick it, but I think this is the one. So let's see what this is. And I this is a really good one. This is choose to heal.
So important. That is very pretty. And that kind of goes in fact because like with the work you do and even what I do, we have to get permission,
Mhm.
right? You have to get them to tell you that yes, that you have your permission. And for me, everything I do, they have to agree to and say yes. So it's a choice. You have to really want to heal.
Yeah, and this card is really good about kind of tying everything up in a little bow. So today's lesson: today is a day to reflect on troubling emotions and transform them up in a positive way. Identify one unresolved area of anger or hurt and ask yourself why you're still not at peace. Focus on how much power you lose to negative feelings. So, your goal today is to realize you can choose to stay angry when you choose to heal. Oh, your goal to realize you choose to stay angry when you choose to heal. Does that make sense?
So basically, what it's saying is if they're choosing to stay angry, they can't really heal.
Okay, to realize you choose to stay angry when you can choose to heal. So it's a choice. You can stay angry or you can choose to heal. And I think that's our whole thing is like don't stay angry. It's one of it's it,
It's kind of like unforgiveness. Those are the two that really drain your energy.
yeah, and the thing is that the the energy of anger, it gets trapped into your liver, and it can cause a lot of physical problems for you if you're not dealing with those. So this is a perfect card to kind of end our card reading for the collective. I think it was so powerful, and I hope my prayer is that a lot of people will listen to this recording today, and whether they're watching us live or watching the recording later, that it really starts to heal them and starts to have them ask the question like, okay, I can make a choice. What do I want to manifest for my future? But what am I supposed to be doing right now? And how can I help? How can I answer the call of action? Right. So healing has to take place first. Heal thyself, right?
Exactly.
Yes, so we just thank you guys so much for being with us today. We always enjoy getting together and do these card readings. We never know what's going to pop up for us. And so, but everything is always divine timing and everything comes in its own perfect way. So we just thank you so much for being with us today. We hope that you like and subscribe. And if you like this message, please, please, please share it with your friends and family. We try to give you guys the most positive information possible. And we could all use some positivity right now with all the energies
Definitely.
that are going on right now, the heightened
Thank you.
energies, right?
Right. And again, thank you guys for being here. We do appreciate you. And if you haven't picked the notifications, if you subscribe but you haven't clicked on the notifications, please do so because that would be like when we go live like this. So if you're listening to this later on because it was recorded, you didn't see it when it was happening. If you click on the notifications, you actually get a notification on your phone or your computer, whatever you're on, letting you know that we're going live. So you actually get to be there and you could comment in our chat box at the same time that we're live because we do see those.
Yes,
Okay.
we do.
Thank you, Amanda. Thanks for
Yes.
reading the cards today. It's been amazing. And again, we'll see everybody